Good morning. This is second edition this morning, but it ties in with the first edition. What we're talking about is value. What is value? Your value is contained in your feelings. Only you get to determine what you're going to feel about and why, and how much you're going to feel about. When man created society, they tried to copy what God did, and the one way they could copy feelings was to invent money. And by controlling money, they thought they could control your feelings. Well, it really doesn't work that way because each person has their own right to choose what they would feel about and why. That's the reality. Yes, I know there are situations that happen that are horrible, strokes, cancer, all kinds of diseases. We can look at them as terrible things, and it is true they are terrible. But at the same time, they are opportunities for us as people to lift ourselves and our neighbors up. Because value is in feelings. If we do good for one another, we feel good. If we do bad to one another, most of us feel bad. Some of us don't. The reality of it is, God gave you this world, and He said, here, it's yours. Do with it as you will. You can make it as good or as bad as you want to make it. If you're feeling bad, look at why. Think about it. Are you doing it because you're trying to fulfill others' expectations? Or are you trying to help yourself and feel better and contribute in that way? I have a postage stamp yard, and with a riding lawnmower and a weed eater, in a few days I can mow the grass. It takes me a while, but I get it done. So the idea of me working on the car to increase the value of my worth to other people is not likely to happen. But I can do this. I can help with other things. These things I can do. What I can do, I do. That's all you can do. Try to utilize to the maximum extent the ability you have left or the ability that you have. Look for different ways. Don't just count on other people to establish your worth. It doesn't work that way. It's a lie, just like money is a lie. There are people with millions of dollars that commit suicide. There are people with millions of dollars that are lonely, that are hurt, that don't know where to go, and can't trust anything. Reality is your feelings. The thing about feelings is no one else can control them, only you. You decide what you're going to feel. You decide. So if you're feeling bad, you need to take a look at yourself. Figure out where am I feeling and why am I feeling this way? Am I doing what I do to make other people happy? Or am I doing what I do to try to preserve myself and to help myself get better? Very important. God says to be kind to one another. But that includes yourself. You need to be kind to yourself. Surely you are one of His children. So if you're going to be good to His children, be good to yourself. If you can't be good to yourself, how do you expect to be good to others? Help each other. But to help each other means you got to go by their scale, not yours. That's where we have a problem. We think our scale amounts to everybody's scale, and it doesn't. You can't help somebody in a third world country who's never seen a TV or a cell phone to do computer magic. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work for them. It doesn't work for you. All it means is you're going to put a lot of expensive equipment out there and they're never going to use it. That is sacrifice. Trying to assign your scales and your feelings to other people is sacrifice. It doesn't work. It only leads to frustration. It'll never help you. I want to help other people. To help them, they've got to be willing to help themselves. They've got to start the process. Then I can help them to achieve the process. But it's up to them, not me. Just like as I go through life, it's up to me to make my life as good as it can be. I need to mow the grass. I need to do the things that I need to do. Maybe I can't. Maybe I need help. That's okay. I know what needs to be done, and I can do it, or I will do it, or I'll find a way to have it done. Life is like that. Science doesn't like the feelings because they can't control them. Politics don't like the feelings because they can't control them. They try to use them in the form of money to control you. And if you give yourself to what other people want or what other people decide, they've already won and you've lost. That's why I said earlier, socialism is a cancer to society. It is. It's a bunch of cells that want to reproduce themselves that have no idea of how to create value. That is one of the problems with our educational systems today. They're all about telling people how to distribute value, but they don't have no idea how to create value. That's where our educational system fails us. They've taken God out of schools because they thought, well, that would be allowing somebody else to have influence. Well, it doesn't matter what other people say or what other people do. The influence that you need to control your feelings are within you, which God gave you. Now, just because somebody else can't just define them for you doesn't mean anything. I want you to try to look at your feelings today. How do you feel? What do you feel good about? What do you feel bad about? Why do you feel bad? How can you help yourself and others by doing what needs to be done to make those feelings better? If you're depending on other people, you won't be able to do it. I don't care if it's to get up and walk. If you don't at least try to sit up, they can't help you. So, I love you. I hope you have a great day. Think about heaven. Define it for yourself because that's where you want to be. If you do that, I think you'll find that what I'm telling you is all true. No one else has control over it, only you. You can create it, you can recreate it, or you can throw it away. It's up to you. I love you. Hope you have a great day. See ya. Bye.